Let's build this, but first, after the intro. Do you believe in love after love? I can feel something inside myself. Really don't think it's strong enough, no. If you go to StreamUps.com, log in, create an account if you've not already got one, and then when you're in, you'll come to this view. You come to the dashboard, but what you want to do is you can either do a quick startup, bit of a wizard, hit what you want to integrate with, and it will run you through that and do that, or you can trigger them all manually here, just click on which ones you want, and you're good to go. Then you want to go over to live chat, and then in here you got a bunch of options. So name your chat, you've got your sources all connected, so you want to tick which ones you want. Scripted chat is just where you can add in some chat messages for, if you want to create a bit more engagement, if chat is quiet or you want topics to discuss, you can create these in here, and then you can just trigger them as and when you want. So then it will go into your overlay, make your chats less quiet if that's what you want to do. If you don't, no problem. Overlay settings, so what it's going to look like, you can add backgrounds, colors, fades, and all that kind of stuff. And fonts, etc. So you can make it customizable to yourself. Moderation, so what do you want and what don't you want showing on your overlay. So I've already got these ones pre-configured, but we've got .com. I've got the match as loose, so you've got an exact match or loose. So what this can do is it'll look for spaces. They might put as this O as a 0 to try and get around moderation tools. Hold it, so this will hold and I can review it and approve it if I want. If not, I can just remove it. I'm not going to add a mask, so if I do approve it, you can mask it with asterisks. So then it's viewable that someone's commented, but it just doesn't show. Obviously that's switched on, and then I can edit if I want to. And then this one, I can take this word, and then I'm going to loose match it, because again, if people realize it's being filtered out, they can add spaces, exclamation mark instead of an I, etc. So it'll catch those cases if it's loose. If it's exact, obviously it's looking for that exact word. I'm going to allow it to come through, so I'm not going to hold it. I'm just going to mask it by default, so then it can just come through, but then it'll just be masked like that. And then AI companion, so again, you can have an actual AI talk to your chat that comes through on your overlay. Again, just makes it a bit more engaging for quieter streams when no one's really chatting, or you can have topics. If you're running it through our StreamUps app, it will talk back to you, so it'll listen to you live and talk back to you. Unfortunately, we couldn't get that feature working in OBS in a simple way. There is ways around it, but it has to allow the microphone access to the browser, so doesn't work out the box of OBS, but it can still talk to your chat, so you can still trigger it and it will still read your chat messages and reply on there. And then you've got settings, so you've got a viewer live view account, so you can add that, so then it will show you in your chat panel live viewers as they're coming in. And then collab chat is if you stream with someone else and you want to merge all your chats with theirs, and you can see it all in one one overlay and then one chat panel. Shows you where the sources come from as well, so if it's come from your other streamer that you're co-streaming with, that will show in your chat panel as well, so you know it's where it's come from. So once you've created and customized everything that you want, then all you need to do is grab these two different URLs. So we'll do the chat first, so I'll copy that, go over to OBS, do a docs custom browser doc. Already got it there, so I'll just delete that quickly. StreamUps, paste that and apply, and then it will come up with this box. So what we're going to do is just drag that there, and you can toggle this on and off as and when you want. Got the in docs there, you just turn that off there and turn it back on. So the first thing you need to do, you need to sign in. It's not going to do anything with this. This is kind of a guest read-only view, and it's not going to work unless the admin's actually logged in and live. Same with the overlay, it won't start triggering chat messages until the admin's live on there. you can see obviously it's showing Twitch and Kick. That's just because their chat messaging service is always active, whereas TikTok and YouTube will only show when you are actually streaming, when there's a live broadcast. So what we need to do is just sign in on there, and then you're in your admin panel. But this is a guest panel you can give to other users. So if they have an account, they can just talk to you through StreamUps messaging as well. So they can see everything in the one place there, and then they can just chat directly into the StreamUps app instead if you prefer to do that. Or they could just chat on wherever they're watching. So once you're logged in, obviously it's a bit of a different view now. So you've got, again, all the connected ones. You've got YouTube and TikTok there. Obviously you got your warnings there just to let you know we are waiting for the signal. They usually auto connect pretty well. Obviously, you have to kind of just check it on an interval. So you can see it's just refreshed, nothing there, but it's autoed in it, or you can just trigger it yourself. It'll check, or if you need to, you can just reload the whole window if you are having any problems. TikTok's read only, so even when you're getting the messages come through, it's read only, but your Twitch, your Kick, and your YouTube can write, so I can select if I'm going to send message to all of the chats, and then I'll send it to one, or you can reply to messages as well, which you'll get the little reply icon if it's valid. Like I say, TikTok won't, and then you won't be able to either on collab chat. Feature that we're looking at, but at the moment, if you're on collab chat and it's your friends chat message coming through, you can't directly reply to those. But we're looking at it. We're just trying to avoid any kind of like TOS issues with the platforms. We don't want to get people banned or anything like that. So we've kind of reviewed everything that they've told us and tried not to upset anyone because there are a few grey areas with things. So next thing now, we want to set up our overlay. So come back to here, grab your overlay, and then in your sources panel, do the old +aroo, hit browser, just call it chat, paste the URL in there, and then you can set the box to different heights, etc. I'll just do it like this for a minute, and then that's it. So let's just do a test message from StreamUps. So there you go. You can see that in there. So what you can do is you can play around with the settings a little bit, because obviously you don't really want it to take up that much room on your stream. So we do properties, set 400, 200 maybe, maybe a bit higher. So that can go like that. So you can stretch out if you want. Obviously, that's all entirely up to you. So you could probably make it a bit like that. So there we go. So like I say, Twitch and Kick, you don't actually need to be streaming to be getting any messages come through. So let's do some testing. Come on and do the conga. I'm just going to send this from my mobile phone. Send an emote. So there we go. So we got an emote there coming through on the Batty Brothers on Kick. And then we can do, I'm going to do, so I'll do StreamUps. StreamUps.com. I'm going to send that. So I've sent StreamUps.com. Obviously, we've got that moderated. So there you go. You can see the icons appear there. So what we can do is, again, it's just blocked completely. So you could either just choose to ignore it, or you can come and have a look, see what the message is, StreamUps, and you can see there when I've put in the moderator without a space, but obviously I've set it to loose, so it's recognised that someone's trying to put something through on there. So you can have a reject it, which will just remove it completely and you'll never see it again, or you can approve it, and then that will come through there, come through on there. Let's bounce over to Twitch. Now we put the next word as a mask only, so it will allow it to come through. So let's get a message going. Let's just send classic Twitch icon through. So now we want to do auto mod on Twitch has got me there. Let's see if it can pick that one up. There we go. It allowed that one through. So that's the message that's actually been sent. I've chose not to hide it on the admin panel. You can choose to hide it on both the admin panel and the overlay, but obviously if you're not masking it, it's probably good for you to see what you want to see. So there, if you like a bit of banter or whatever and someone sends a word that you have masked, you can see there it's masked it over in the chat panel. Yeah, so other things you've got, so we've got clear all messages, and it will clear from the overlay as well. So I've accidentally let StreamUps.com come through. I can just remove that, and then it will take it off your overlay. Overflow will carry on as well, so let's just spam a few. Can't remember how far. A couple more messages will do it. There you go. So you can see it auto scrolls for you, so you don't have to mess around with anything on there. And then you can also, if you scroll up, let's just get back on, send another message from a platform. Come on and do your conga. So obviously I've scrolled up, so if I'm looking at messages above, then obviously I can't see what's going on below, so it will pause to allow you to be able to do replies and things like that. So I can go new messages, and then there you go. We're straight back to the bottom as soon as a new message comes in, so you get a little trigger just to let you know, because you might have forgot to scroll back down or whatever and let it carry on. And so I'll show you reply as well. So that will go back over, that will push through to Kick and there as well. So it will show you the typical, we've tagged you in your overlay, and then it will send through Kick like that. And you can see it's replied and done all of that. And in the overlay, we've taken away icons, because obviously if you're multi-streaming, they don't like the competitors' icons showing. So that's a TOS thing we've done there, so then you don't get in trouble. And then we can do this. Hello all. There you go. Hello all. And you can see that's gone to Twitch and Kick. So that's live in there. Obviously, like I say, YouTube does the same as well, but it's not active, so I can't actually do anything yet. So the icon won't show down here for me to be able to do that, because obviously there's no broadcast to send that to. So again, that's reload. That's your AI chat. If you trigger that, it's recognised it's in OBS. So it'll just warn you that you can't. It won't give you a reply, because speech recognition is kind of, it's not banned, but it's just a little bit more of a hack to get it to actually work. Because initially that was the plan, was to get it to work seamlessly in OBS, but yeah, that's not allowed on that one. And then, like say you've streamed and you're ready for a new stream. Messages are hold for like 10 days, I think it is off the top of my head, but they do get it deleted eventually, just to, again, that's our contract with the companies to allow us to do this. And then you can just come in here and you can clear all, ready for another stream.